We're driving through France, but not like you'd think. Forget the tourist traps. These are the twistiest, squiggliest roads you've never heard of. But first, a quick recap. Almost 3 months ago, we set off from England and drove all the way to the top of Norway, reaching some of the northernmost points along the Arctic Ocean. This was some of the most incredible scenery I have ever seen. Along the way, we drove twisty back roads, experienced the midnight sun. There it is, midnight sun. Camped right on the border with Russia and made our way south. And now, France is our final stretch before heading back to the ferry. So that's it, we're going over the Rhine, we're going into France. So I got us to France, now we just got to find our way to the ferry at Cherbourg. To here. So we've still got a long way to go. Oh, just so many quirky little houses. Look at that, look at that, look at that. I can't stop filming them, you guys are going to get so sick of this. Well, I think I've nailed it so far, avoiding the main roads. We're on cycle touring roads. Well, I think we've found the back roads in France. Quite liking this. Mike's not, he thinks it's too narrow.
Just wait till there's a car coming the opposite way, then you'll say it's too narrow.
I think we've been on way narrower than this. Really pretty through here, isn't it? I quite like it. Our next mission was to find a camping spot for the night. Well, this is nice, isn't it? This is supplied by the municipal free camping for camper vans. Got your own little individual spot. There's 4 of them here. We pick the one on the end because we open out then onto the grass. This is nice. It's really nice. Morning and welcome to another day in France. We're just getting ready to leave. We're heading towards the ferry to Cherbourg. So that's like 800 kilometers from here. We've got 8 days to do it in. We'll be fine, hopefully. We're just taking our time, doing the back roads as we do. But come along, it'll be fun. So we're still doing our best to take the back roads. The thing is, the thing that tricks you on Google is you navigate to a place that says, okay, it's going to take you 2 hours. But then you avoid highways and tolls, and then it says it's going to take you 4 hours. And you think, well, why would I waste 4 hours? Why don't I just go on the motorway? And then when you do what we do and avoid all the yellow roads and go the squiggly roads, it then takes you 12 hours. But we like that. We much prefer that because we get to see so much more and we're not just racing from place to place. It's how we travel.
Keeps me awake trying to turn all the corners and not stay on the right side of the road.
And it keeps me busy with my navigation skills.
Back roads winding through the night, secret paths where only 2 can fight. No GPS here, just heart and soul, discovering where our stories roll. Ignore and go, taking the back roads, avoiding the main roads where life's real. Hidden destinations.
There's a lock, but we're not sure we can fit under here. 2.6. I think we're higher than that. I don't think you're gonna fit. No, stop! We missed the sign that said we can't fit. It's only 2.6, we're 2.83 I think. I made him get the tape measure out and measure it just in case.
Through forests deep and over hills, we chase the sunsets, feeling the thrills. Lost in maps, found in dreams.
I know we miss cycle touring, but it really feels like we're on a cycle path here. But Google's sending me this way, so it must be okay. We're just coming up to a very special cathedral, built for a woman who led an army when women weren't even allowed to fight. Joan of Arc was a teenage girl who disguised herself as a man to lead France to victory. She grew up around here where it's said that she first heard the voices that guided her.
In a quiet village, a girl heard a call. Voices of courage that echoed through all. She dressed as a man, took up the sword, joined the army, followed the Lord. Through smoke and battle, she led the way, turning the tide where others would sway. Joan of Arc, a flame in the night, fighting for what was just and right. Though the world tried to bring her down, her name lives on, a crown without a crown. They captured her and the fire froze. The flames took her, yet not her fame. Joan of Arc, from the countryside where voices first spoke, to the cathedral where we honor her yoke. Her courage whispers through every stone, a story of faith that stands alone. There's no one like you, my little girl. Your eyes so blue under.
Keep going, I'm filming. Yeah, there we go. That's it.
There.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's cool. We found another aide-de-camping car in the middle of nowhere, or so we thought. Turns out that nowhere is a place called Soulaines-Dhuys, a village with narrow streets weaving between half-timbered houses and stone cottages. Streams wind through the town, lined by old stone bridges that give the place a Venice kind of vibe.
Live your life, dream big, don't forget.
In fact, it's often referred to as the green Venice of the Aube. And greenery is everywhere. Trees, gardens and riverside plants spill over into the streets, softening the edges of the buildings. We wandered past restored communal bathhouses, an old chapel that once served as a leper hospital, and a church that's been watching over the village since the 1600s.
Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind.
It's funny how we came just to park here for the night and somehow stumbled into this hidden gem. And what we saw the next day made us even more thankful for finding this spot.
Your dream.
I've got plenty of room. The stats of room. 4.1.
It's 2.6 high.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh, 2.6.
Why does it say 4.1 and then 2.6?
Oh,
Unless it's at the sides.
Goes uphill, so we're not going to fit through there.
So we're a little bit confused by this. It says 4.1 metres, but then it says 2.6. So we just want to get to the edges. Go through slowly. Run up here. Might be just 2.6 at the edges, I'm thinking. Well, that was worth checking. Panic over. I thought it was odd that it said 4.1 and then there was another sign saying 2.6. It sort of threw us a little bit, but we made it with heaps to spare. We've both developed a real aversion to fast-moving roads with lots of traffic. This is one of the free camping places down by the lake. I'm glad we didn't come here. Look at it, it's busy. So many people there. is it even a spot there in the shade? We were so thankful we camped where we did and didn't continue on to this spot. That's the sort of place we could try and keep away from if we can. I just love France and its chocolate ripple houses and no shops that are open. We haven't seen a shop since we got to France. Today it rained, and it was no ordinary rain. It was torrential. And we had to drive in it. But at least it cooled the temperature down a bit. We've been struggling to find a shop in France. It's probably our own fault for sticking to the back roads, but even a bakery is hard to come by. We've spotted a couple of pizza vending machines and a few baguette vending machines, but no actual shops. On the bright side, we're not spending much, and with some luck we might lose some weight, except that whenever we do find a shop, the first thing that goes in the bag is chocolate. It seems like we're just driving now, making progress in the most indirect route possible as we make our way to Cherbourg and the ferry. Even the chocolate ripple houses fly by in a state of indifference. It's like this part of our holiday is over and we just want to get back to civilization, where I can have a shower, wash some clothes. That over there is Soulaines-Dhuys. We cycled here. There's the Aube camping car there. I remember that at the time, busy, thinking I don't want to stay in those sort of places. This is the Loire. We cycled across that bridge, we camped just on the other side of that bridge, and we had a look around this really cool castle. It's kind of weird coming back to these places that we cycled in, all the way from England to. And we just stumbled upon them then too. We're just stumbling upon them now. Just as well we don't have a bigger camper van. In fact, this is why we have a camper van and not a motorhome. This is our nice little spot last night. So welcome to another day. It's a beautiful sunny day in France. We've got 6 days left. We've just had enough, I think. So we've decided we're going to head straight to Cherbourg today and see if we can get on a ferry. We don't know if we can or not, but if we can, good. If we can't, well, we'll just sit there until we can. But we're still taking the back roads as much as we can until we get sick of it. The ferry doesn't leave till 6 p.m. and it could well be full for all we know. It is a Sunday. So I guess that could be the theme for today's vlog. Will we make the ferry today or won't we? Come along, find out.
Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to...
Well, I'm going to get out and check. Just let me get out and
I
check.
think that's to stop people wider than that going over that bridge.
Close. This way. So what's this? Just.
There you are, plenty of room. 3 inches either side.
It's a day I really would have missed. It's getting...
The other problem with taking these back roads, we haven't seen a service station. Navigating to one this morning because we're down to a quarter of a tank and we would never let it get below half if we can help it. So hopefully we'll find one soon. Hopefully it'll be open.
It's Sunday, will it be open?
Oh no.
Or just sit beside me and never leave.
So we found a service station. Yay, we were getting low. It's yellow. They're yellow in France. But you've got to look for the B7. B7's what we're looking for. Thankfully Mike got it working because there's no one on. You just got to press buttons, put your card in and hope for the best. Expensive here, 178 per litre, that's euros. Back in Slovakia, I think it was 130 something. And it's going to be even worse when we get to England. Well, we gave up taking the back roads and ended up just taking the main roads. We're almost at Cherbourg now, but we don't have a ferry booked. Don't even know if we can get on one today. There's a sea out ahead, you can see it. It's nothing exciting, it's not like the Arctic Ocean or anything. that's that done. We managed to get on the ferry. It's fairly full, but we managed to get on. Phew. Well, that's it for our European adventure. Thanks so much for coming along, but stay tuned. Our next adventures are just around the corner, and we'll be exploring the USA next.